Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the open pit. I'm your man, Mr. C, with the most. Getting ready to take y'all around the coast. How y'all doing today, fellas?
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good, good.
Good, good, man. Good to be
What it
here.
yeah.
do?
You know,
We got a great topic today. LBJ versus MJ. Before we get started with that, we got a new guest, Jay, aka J3, representing Baltimore Ravens and the Suns. Welcome to the show, J3. What's going on with you?
appreciate
What's up,
the invite. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Welcome,
Good,
brother.
good.
You know, D Moore, you already know it. My man Kirk Murder.
Be more in the house.
Yeah, we gonna do it again. We gonna do it again.
Go.
We gonna do it again.
All right. We got Dre, aka Dre from the Bay,
I'm with it.
representing the 49ers and the Golden State Warriors. What's
yes,
up,
sir.
Dre?
Yes, sir. What it do? What it do?
What's happening?
Good to see y'all, brothers.
Okay. We got Larry, aka
from the
No
Bay.
Capping, representing them Falcons. What's up,
Hey, Town
No
in the
Capping?
building. Hey, Town in the building. What's going on, fellas? Good to see y'all
Man.
this weekend, man.
Every time he come on the show, he got a new hat on.
Yeah.
Every time.
That's right. That's right. Hey, he flexing out here. See,
Yeah, man. We
Right.
gotta keep it 100, man. Down in the A, man. You already know what time it is.
We got Dean, aka D Webb, representing them
What's happening?
Bengals. What's up, D Webb?
Listen, man, I'm getting it started early. 0810, I found the smallest, tightest shirt I could find. I could barely get in this thing, man, because I'm ready to go. I could barely squeeze in this shirt, Kurt. But I'm gonna be all right, though. What's happening?
And last but not least, my co-host Kurt, aka Kurt Murder, representing them Baltimore Ravens and the Phoenix Suns. What's up, Kurt Murder?
Yeah.
What up, Kurt?
What's happening?
Kurt, you good? Kurt.
yo,
There we go.
There we
that?
go.
Uh-oh. Or not.
Well, he'll be back. Well, let's get the party started. This is a great debate. LBJ versus MJ. Everybody got their opinion. It's going to be a great show today. But I'm going to get the party started with the first question. Who had the more significant impact on the evolution of basketball? Hold on. Hiccup Kurt. 1 second. Kurt Murder, you back?
yo, my fault. I fell off, man. My internet is doing some real weird stuff today, yo.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I got the first question started already, Kurt. I'm gonna pass the mic to Larry. No capping. What's up, babe? What you feel about that first
Come on,
question?
man. Come on, man. We talking about impact on the game. Come on, man.
You sounding like Iverson. We
Come
talking
on,
about the game.
I mean, we're talking about impact on the game. Go look in any black child's closet, white child for that matter, Chinese for that matter, Asian descent, anything, right? What do you see in their closet? Jordan,
Jeez.
right? Still to this day, he has transcended the game and moved into something different, bro. Right? And it all came from basketball skill. It didn't come from anything else. He wasn't trying to be a role model. He wasn't trying to do any of that in the beginning, right? He was just winning games. So when we talk about impact on the game, I think that's the biggest topic for me when we're comparing LeBron to Jordan, right? Is just impact. Every kid wanted to be like Mike.
Like Mike.
Right? Still to this day, every kid wants to be like Mike. I mean, look, I don't want to sound like the old guy in the room, right? Because that's what this topic has become, right?
Too late.
It's it's an argument between, Gen Z and then us, right?
Yeah.
I was there, is all I have to say,
Yeah.
right? I watched the world stop when this man made a move to the rim. Just one basketball move. Go up on one side, lay it up on the other. You've never seen it before in your life. You were mesmerized by it, right? LeBron is just a branch of that. But the tree is Jordan. right?
I like that.
I think
like
a more fair
Yeah.
comparison would be
That's
let's
a good-
talk about Kobe and
Good analogy.
LeBron.
that.
Right? let's not do
I
that.
literally,
All right, I'm done. Impact
Yo,
on the
no.
game. You already know my choice, Mr. C.
Yo, no cap. I literally said the same thing to D Web and C the other day. Like, I think it would have been a better conversation.
Yeah.
Now watch this. So I'm gonna go back to that what you just said. I want to interject this. So movies, right? Like, who had the better movie? LeBron James came up with the Space Jam 2. Mike had I think it was the Like Mike or something like that. Who had the better movie?
LeBron had Michael had Space
Mike
Jam.
had Jam too.
Mike,
Yeah, Mike did have Space Jam. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, so Space Jam was. So, all right, let's just go Space Jam 1, Space Jam 2.
Come on, man. The
Space Jam.
technology
All right,
is better
let's go.
today.
Say less.
Yeah, right?
All right, let's go.
Technology is better today. So,
Yeah, all right. So, all right.
right? But the
Alright.
cost, look, hold up. Space
My fault.
Jam, the shoe, is still a grail to this day that sells for like $1,200. Recent,
That's a big fact.
right? If you can
That's a big
find an
fact.
original pair of Space Jams, the shoe that came from
Mhm.
them, are we still talking about impact?
Big impact.
Right?
I
So
like
I'm
it.
with
I
you.
like
I'm with you, Kurt. I just, of course, his movies are going to be better because the technology is better. But still, if we're talking about impact on the game, done. Right?
Gotcha. Good points. No,
Yo, great
Dre from the Bay. What you feel about it, Dre from the Bay?
Oh, well, first of all, I not knowing everyone's age, but I believe I'm probably the elder statesman in this because I'll be 62 this year. So I go back before Mike was even in college. But it's funny that Kurt Murder brought up, like the movie in terms of impact. But somebody posted something one time on like Facebook, and they were like, the next person that gets jacked for their LeBron James sneakers will be the first. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, ooh, that's a good one, because ain't nobody getting jacked for their LeBrons.
See, we needed the flames for that one, Mr. C. We needed the flames for
That's
that
a
one right
fact.
there.
I bought the black and red Jordans when they first came out. I remember I was working in Newark, New Jersey, and I saved up my little ends. It was probably like $60 back then, and got these things. And I remember my ex's grandmother was like, "Now I hope you ain't gonna be riding the train with them, baby, because you're gonna be coming home in your socks." But in terms of impact, not only Mike took the league nationally, not nationally, but worldwide, is just in terms of the fashion. I mean, remember, they was in Daisy Dukes up until Mike finally said, "Look, can we get some better shorts here?" And you look at from a fashion standpoint, I think in terms of impact on the league, this is almost, to me, a no-brainer. Because I love what No Cap'n said. Mike's the tree, and then the branches are Kobe, LeBron, McGrady. Whoever you want to, Grant Hill, whoever you want to put in that era, that's what they are. So yeah, to me, definitely Mike had more impact because of we're talking about him today. He ain't played in 20 years. You know what I mean? And so that's where I'm at. So
That's what's up.
I will pass the mic.
All right. I want to go to D Web, but he gonna be talking. I hear that by
bring it
LBJ.
up last.
He going OH kid.
I'm gonna go to D3. I'm gonna go to D3. What's up, D3?
last, yo?
Look.
What you got, J3?
He ready.
J Money.
Yo,
What you got? What's your thoughts on it, man?
I mean, go back to what he's saying. Hey, I'm still buying Jordans to this day. I'm looking over LeBron's. LeBron had to go to South Beach for me to buy a pair of shoes.
Bad. Our feet are hitting different, yo.
I mean, just think about it. Think about it. When you on the court, first thing somebody scream, Jordan, you ain't never really hit nobody. LeBron, it don't even sound right when you say it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He has no signature. He has no signature move. I mean, other than I'll just say this. Other than him, being a celebrity, I think he's when you compare it, Jordan was a player. He was a baller. LeBron, I ain't gonna say he's not a baller, but he's more a celebrity. So that's why I think he keep getting compared to Jordan. But if you just talk all out balling, he's a baller, but it's all about celebrity with LeBron. So yeah, he could change the economy around wherever he goes because he's a celebrity. But as an all out baller, you gotta go with Jordan. I'm just saying, you just gotta go with Jordan. Yeah.
Look, I'll even add to that. I'll say that LeBron, just like Jay said, right? LeBron may not have a signature move. His signature is longevity. Mm-hmm. How well he keeps himself up, right. How long he's been able to play at that level. I'll give it up to him every time, right? Mm-hmm. But impact on the game, I would say I'm going to even go further, Dre from the Bay. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to say Dr. J was the seed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Michael was the tree. LeBron is just a branch.
Yeah.
Hey,
because that's right. Because that's who Mike is going to tell you he patterned after was Dr. J. If I can just interject real quick when he was talking about impact, LeBron's impact has been more so, and we'll get to that later about off court and social issues and things of that nature. But also I hate to use this term because I hate it, but the super team thing where guys are now going, because see, and that's what's hurt LeBron's net legacy is he's bouncing around from team to team looking for better teammates, looking for rings, but he's made that now fashionable and accepted, so to speak, in the league. So that's what his impact has been with just the movement of star players. I think that's what his impact is. And you can discuss whether or not that's good or bad at another time. So,
and if you think about it, Jordan made no-name baller celebrities. Think about Grant, Pippen. Don't talk
about
Craig Hodges.
Gotti was a legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was no name, but he made
them household names though.
Yeah,
I will say that. This my only like opinion on the topic right here. I was more of a Scottie Pippen fan than I was a Jordan fan. You feel me? Like, of course, I like Michael Jordan, but I emulated my game after Scottie Pippen. I thought Scottie Pippen was a much complete player, an all-around player than Michael Jordan. You dig
so you in the court saying Pippen? You call him? The court.
I still had the tongue out like Jordan, right? Yeah, I mean, but Scotty was my guy. I give him that. I give Scotty that. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna just throw that one out there. Today. We ain't gonna say Scotty is a no name. Yeah, I mean, Scotty. But I believe this: without Pippen, Jordan wouldn't have won all those championships.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
That's
true.
Facts.
Agree.
Facts.
Agree.
All right. I know wherever he ready to tag in. So, see what you got, man. Go ahead. You know what? Matter of fact, before you even say anything, you know that picture when LeBron broke that scoring record. He took the picture of his kids on the sideline with him. You know they was wearing Jordans and stuff too, right?
All
right, go ahead, Webb. I just want to throw that out there before you get started.
First of all, whatever I'm gonna say. First of all, I'm not crazy. So let's get that settled out, right? All right, let's get that up front. I'm gonna hang a banner and say I'm not crazy. Let's get that up there. All right. All right. So look, B.J. Armstrong was Michael Jordan's kid's favorite player. So see, that don't mean that. If you ask Mike, he said B.J. was there, and we know better than that. Look here, man. it's undeniable that Mike is that dude in this regard. I'm not even gonna play that. Look, man, like you said, people say Jordan, his name became the moniker for excellence. Like you are the Jordan in football. You're the Jordan in tennis.
Oh wow.
So that kind of impact. I mean, let me tell you something. Questions 1, 5, and 8, I think, is foolish. I ain't even gonna try to argue those, because I already jumped ahead of y'all and saw them,
Yeah,
Man, I wouldn't argue that, man. I don't even have I would be an idiot to try to argue that point, man. The dude, not only did his name became synonymous with being excellent, when he took the game and made it global. The NBA used him to make the game global. Without him, there's no Wembyama, whatever his name is, Kukoc, all those guys from the East, European players, that came after the 92 Dream Team went over there, right? So they helped to globalize the game. So I can't argue that point, man. I wouldn't even waste my breath with that.
All right. Hey, D Web, and everybody on here. So we keeping tally, right? So that's why these questions were thrown out there. Just not for you to just be able to get on here and just be like, hey, Michael Jordan or LeBron James is my favorite. I'm throwing stats out here, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna keep these tallies. So everybody, question 1 went with Jordan. So that landslide goes to MJ, right?
Awesome.
This is how we kill a debate, right? We bring questions up here to kill a debate, because we can all get on here and just have our personal opinion about somebody. Like I just was telling Jay, like I got my personal opinion about Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Now it brings a more elaborate or a better debate when you have these questions, and now you have to pair the answers with these questions, and you get to who's the winner out of all. So go ahead, my brother.
Well, what I will say though, before you go to the next one, something that you mentioned, the thing about the super teams, y'all may forgot the super teams were designed to stop LeBron. Right? The first super team was Boston. See, Boston. So he gets criticized for that. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. You talking about impact? He get criticized for that, but he hadn't even won a championship, and they wanted to stop that boy. So you talking about impact? Let's not, just because I said Jordan, let's not make it seem like I'm saying LeBron ain't got no impact on the game. Yeah. So he's not to blame for the super teams. They created them to stop him. And just like you, Jay, Cap, if somebody did something creative against me, what am I gonna do next year? Okay, that's how we playing. All right, I'm gonna call C. I'm gonna call murder. I'm gonna get my cash. That's all it is, man.
I'm with Webb on that.
That should have been a debate that you led with, though. Yeah, I mean, you should have been like, they created the super team to stop.
That's the debate for next week.
But Webb, Mike didn't do that when Detroit was beating him the whole time. He just got in the weight room, came back strong. That's all he did. He didn't call his own boys.
That was one team, though. They created a team to stop
That's
him.
what I was about to say. Yeah, they did. They created a team to stop Detroit.
Detroit.
Look. LeBron went through a couple hard losses in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, come on. He played. He had to. There was no wins in that. Yeah. In that framework that he was in, he had to move to a different team in order to win. I'll give him that.
Absolutely. Because most of us can't name a player that played on that first team that went to the championship with LeBron against San Antonio. I mean, he was going with. He had Candace Parker's little brother or older brother, whomever playing. I mean, that team was. That was. Larry Hughes and kind of cats,
He had to work with what he had.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm so. But that's undeniable. That's why I say who he is. But to answer the question, Mike, no doubt. Yeah, that's no doubt, Mike. Yeah.
All right, move on to the second question. When considering all-around skills, including scoring, defense, passing, and leadership, who's your superior player? I'm gonna kick it off with you, Kurt Murder.
Let me get my
I ain't got no dog. I ain't got no dog in a fight, man. Like I ain't holding nobody to nothing, man. Like I don't care who the superior or not. I don't really have an opinion when it comes to who's better than or who's the GOAT, LeBron or Jordan. I think the better debate would have been Kobe and LeBron or Kobe and Jordan. So like I don't want to answer no questions. You feel me? So I'm gonna push that. So we sliding on to somebody else, man. We sliding on to somebody else.
I answer for him. You know, what I mean, I go ahead and answer for him since he don't want to answer. Scoring wise, we got. I say MJ. Defense, I say MJ. Passing, it could be a toss up. It could be a tie on passing. LeBron can pass. I give him that. You know what I mean? MJ can pass also. Leadership, that's MJ. You know what I mean? So I'm taking MJ on this one also. So I'm gonna pass the mic to Dre from the Bay.
I think I agree with all with all of yours. I think scoring wise, I think Jordan was a more creative scorer. My thing with LeBron is his physical size. He's a genetic lottery winner. Okay, and his physical size. I watched him just the other night when they played the Warriors, and he had one play where he just basically just give me the ball, and he ran over the dude that was guarding him because he was just too big for the guy to guard. Mike was technically a normal size, 6'6", and so I always ask the question: if you took 3 inches off this guy, would he still be great? And that's and LeBron would be good, but he wouldn't be great because I think his physical size makes him basically unguardable because he can handle the ball, he can shoot. I think he is a better passer than Mike. LeBron, and just in assist wise, he averaged more assists career. I think he's a better passer, but leadership, winning, scoring, everything else, I got to give it to Mike. But it's not as far of a distance as people may think. LeBron is a very good all-around basketball player. Well, I think where the biggest difference is defense. Because Mike was a defensive player of the year, if I'm not mistaken. I know he was first team all defense on several occasions. LeBron's defense is you break away, I chase you down, and I slap it from behind, type of thing. That's but in his defense, the game has changed. They don't want you to play defense now. Defense is not encouraged. Mm-hmm. They're about the scoring because they wanted to get as far away from them that Knicks, Indiana, early mid 90s, 78, 72 final score. They wanted to get as far away from those as possible because the game just got ugly. And so in LeBron's defense is not as encouraged as it was back then. Back in the day, everybody had to play D or you wouldn't get on the floor, or unless you could just drop 40, So, but yeah, I agree with all of yours. Is Mike offense, defense, leadership, and then LeBron with obviously passing and stuff.
All right, so let me ask this question, right? Like, how we give that? I know it's just a question I'm gonna throw out here, right? How do we give the scoring title to Mike Jordan and LeBron James?
What we doing?
I just don't think.
What did you say?
The scoring, like you can't say that Michael Jordan was a better scorer if LeBron James has he holds the record for the scoring title, right?
Well, probably because he played 400 more games.
I mean, I get that. I get that. Right? But we gotta so what you were saying also, Dre from the Bay, the league has changed, so now it's more of a scoring offense, right? Like a scoring league rather. So LeBron James to me would get that edge for scoring.
Absolutely.
Like he has been scoring more points than Michael Jordan. He's the number one 40,000 point right? Plus, and counting. So I just don't think we can give Michael Jordan the edge on the scoring.
Well,
Well, like I said,
take it.
it's not a situation where that's why I said it's closer than you may think. But now, if you go by points per game average, Michael Jordan averaged 30.
That's how I looked at it too. I didn't look at it overall points. I looked at the average every year.
Right.
That's how I looked at the
Right.
question. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
exactly. That's how I looked at it.
But even with that standpoint, LeBron wasn't asked to do what Mike was asked to do.
That's a
The
fact.
game. So see, when y'all start doing that, now we're gonna start diluting and start adding things to it. LeBron wasn't asked to do that.
You're
You know
right.
what
That's
I'm
a
saying?
fact.
well, that first
LeBron
time they
never
went
had-
to
You don't think LeBron could
Except
average
for
30?
when he was
Absolutely.
except for when he was first there with, or his first 3-4 years with Cleveland. He
Right.
was averaging what, 28, 29?
His first game, man, he had 25, 7, and 7. The first
Yeah.
time he stepped on the court, coming after he played to the prime last year. 25,
Mike never did
7, and 7.
Yeah,
Mike
look,
never
look,
did
look, y'all. We just got to keep round tabling it, right?
Yeah.
Man gave us Dre from the Bay gave his opinion. Let's respect.
I love
his
it. No,
opinion. Let's
Yeah,
get
I love
it.
it. Hey, there you go. No capping.
Yeah, we love it.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the mic to J3. Go ahead, J3. What's your thoughts on this? Man?
I kind of think. I mean, even going off what Kirk said, I kind of think it's an unfair stat if you ask me. It's like nowadays how, let's say I don't want to jump into music, but how they compare music stats now, compared to back in the day. If you was able to record if they was able to record the stat every time you play back a song on a CD, I mean, of course, it wouldn't be no number ones. This stream more than ever on March 12th or something like that. Like, I just think it's an unfair stat. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, yeah. I mean, he scored 40,000 points, but I mean, look at the climate that he playing in compared to back then. The game ain't as physical. Look at what they know as far as, like you said, like health-wise with their body. Yeah, LeBron has the knowledge and the know-how of keeping his body up the way he did. Them dudes back then, all they did was hit the gym, go eat a steak, and keep playing. Nowadays, they taking vitamins. They got special trainers and so. I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of think it's like a BS stat to me, for real. I think it's not fair. That's how I feel about it. So I have to go with MJ again,
Gotcha.
because if you place LeBron back then, I don't think he would be the LeBron we debating.
I feel the same way on that.
I think we wouldn't be the same LeBron. I think we'll be debating somebody totally different, because I think the game was it was a lot rougher. They didn't have the knowledge that they have now. And like I said, I just think it's like a fake stat to me. They're giving people trophies for anything right now, and I think that's what LeBron got. I ain't taking it away from him. 40,000 is 40,000, but I mean, it's a participation trophy.
Right.
I mean, it's a participation trophy, man. Like, I give it to him. I mean, he did it, but I think it's still a participation trophy. That's So
Jay, to pick you back off of you put MJ in this game right now with no hand checking. Imagine what he'll do.
Come on now, he'll be crazy.
Right. I ain't talking about back in the day. If Mike can't be touched,
yeah, you talking about he can go to the hole, not get elbowed without, you know what I'm saying, and all this. Come on, man, Mike would be crazy right now in this climate. So yeah, I think it's just one of it's the different era. So I mean, they gave it to him, but I still have to go with Jordan. I'm sorry, I gotta go Jordan.
Gotcha.
Gotta go Jordan.
No capping. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, I'm feeling a little bit different. LeBron overall career shooting average, right? We're talking about with playoffs and regular season mix, right? He's at 50.4%, right? Jordan's at 48.7. So as far as scoring, LeBron, stop it, knock it off, right?
Okay.
LeBron has a different body type. LeBron is actually a tight end in the NFL, right?
Absolutely.
Or a quarterback in the NFL.
Defensive end.
Passing, I'm going to give it to LeBron, right? I've seen the man catch a rebound, turn around, and the outlet pass is 3/4 down the court. He still put the ball on the money. We're talking about a basketball, right? LeBron, I'm going to go with on scoring. LeBron, I'm going to go with on passing. For me, defense, Mike was a beast. Mike was a beast. Mike, overall steals, like picking your pocket, blocking you. Like if he really decided to get in he was getting in the whole game, right? Kobe mimicked his defense off of Jordan. Jordan actually played defense, y'all. And I'm gonna go with Jay. The league was different back then, right? Y'all forget we had Detroit Bad Boys, right? They created the Jordan rules, right? Jordan catches the ball and comes to the hole. What do? Foul. Jordan catches the ball at the top of the key to shoot a three. What do? Foul. Right? Come on. Y'all forget that they broke this man's toe during the playoffs. He had to cut a slit through his shoe so he could play against the team. Right? So look, I'm gonna go with Mike on defense, Mike on leadership. I'm gonna go with LeBron for passing. I'm gonna go with LeBron for scoring. Right? You can put LeBron in. Look, his health would have been challenged. I'm with Jay on that. Right? Back then, LeBron wouldn't have been able to stay healthy as long as he stayed healthy in today's league because it's a touch foul league, right? Back then, LeBron coming through to the hole looking to dunk on somebody, you would have been met by 3 bodies and thrown to the floor. And that would have been a regular playoff foul. Y'all forget the playoffs back in the day? Right? When I was sitting beside my pops watching the playoffs, it was like, son, get ready. I'm talking about Pops was charged up because it was almost like a heavyweight fight. Them boys was playing for millions, right? I'm gonna go back to what we said in one of the beginning episodes. Remember when we used to play blacktop basketball on the blacktop? Regular games is regular games, right? So the girls came out for summer. Somebody got to talk and said, "Shit, let's play for $20," right? That game was different. That was the playoffs back in the day. It wasn't this touch foul league, right? So I'm gonna go back to it. LeBron passing, LeBron scoring, Mike defense. The league was different back then. You got to respect that man. And then leadership got to go to Mike. He didn't change teams. LeBron got his championship. The whole champ. Look, and we got to question one of LeBron's championships. The one from 2020 was in the bubble. Y'all knock it off.
Yeah.
Everybody wasn't playing. Okay. I'm done.
So you got a 2-2.
I like it though, Cabin.
Dre got a 3-1. I think J3 got a 3-1. I got a 3-1. D-Web, what you got?
Man, y'all already know, man. Look here. Look. How are you gonna have a dude that got the most points and not be the better scorer, man? I'm not even understanding that conversation for me. And let me throw this in here a little bit. Because I hear the longevity conversation in this dialogue. Kobe played for 21 years, right? Vince Carter played for 22. KG played for about 19. Jason Kidd played for 19. So longevity don't mean 40,000 points, man. Just because you played long, that don't mean nothing. You got to be elite for an extended period of time. Let's talk about great, because the G and the GOAT is great. Greatness means the elite level play for an extended period. I can't help he played as long as he did. I can't help that. The dude's been elite since the day he stepped on the court, man.
Yeah. Hey, Mississippi Flames, Mississippi Flames.
Hey, I was saying we need some flames in here right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he went that one. Yeah,
he's right, and that's why I said that this debate is not as cut and dry.
But hold on, because I don't want to step off the question. Because like I said, I want to stay in the context. So scoring, what is it? Scoring, all around, man. Defensively, like you say, I give it to Mike because Mike led the league in steals. Yeah. I can't argue that. But, a leadership to me, just because you put big super teams together, they don't always win, right? They don't always win. Boston won one, didn't win no more. KD and all them, they never done it. Dude went to 3 different teams and won championships. So if you're talking about a leader, not a bully, who bullied the same old cats he had for 6 championships. Mike bullied them cats, man. Mike ain't no leader. Mike is a bully. You know what a bully is, man. I've seen one.
By any means necessary.
Yeah, Mike is a bully, man. All y'all know what bullies are, man. Let me tell you something about a bully. Let me tell you something about a bully. I'm gonna warm it up. Let me tell you something about a bully. Whenever you see a bully, you don't even know how he acting today. You gotta figure out what he gonna do. It's like you like around him. Mike is a bully. He ain't no leader. He bullied the same little cats for 6 championships. This dude went to a team that already had a star in Miami, won 2 of them. He came back to a team that ain't never won a championship in the history of the state. Damn, they were lottery picks when he was gone, y'all. Let's get it. So the impact of the game to me, when he left, they lost. When he came back, they lost, they won. Dude, leadership? Come on, man. It ain't even close to me.
Yeah, D-Web, until we get our flames rolling, I'm gonna start doing this to you, right? Dazzing out here. You gotta dance.
LeBron need to put you on the payroll, though, for real. You making some really good points.
Yeah, but seriously though, for the passing, I mean, all right, look, he number 1 in scoring. Well, no, let me do this. When he came into the league, he was considered a pass first player. He number 1 in scoring. He 4th in assists. He number 9 in steals.
Yo.
Come on, man. 3 out of the 5 categories, he in the top 10. Man, look, this is Mike. I'm dropping.
Mike drop.
Hey, Mike. Hey. Pastor D-Web having his
Ass fingers, baby.
purchase dismissed.
Got to do it.
No, man, all of them was solid points, though.
I like my man.
Solid point.
Absolutely. Credit for
The numbers are crazy.
No.
I'm gonna tell you how I got on this, because I had J's. I was talking to this young dudes one day, and they were telling me about LeBron because they liked it. And I was listening to their conversation. I started really paying attention. This is about 5 years ago. The dude is, but we'll say that for another time. But that's my take on it, though. I give Mike defense to Mike that dude.
Well, so what we had? We had scoring, defense, passing, and leadership, right?
Yeah.
I got 3-1 LeBron.
Yeah. But
So you giving him leadership too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you can't just come to a squad that's ready made. Somebody got to lead them. And in Miami, they wasn't ready to win until D Wade said, "Okay, look, it's your game," and made him be a leader.
Yeah,
man, you can't leave out Chris Bosh. I mean, he was
he sacrificed.
Most feminine basketball player of all time, but he was there. And
Did you wait a minute? I need a time. I need a 20. Did you say
No.
No, in fact, I need a full.
Dre said, "Well, I need a 20."
If I could do the Phil Jackson whistle, I'd be like, Scotty.
And don't forget they had Ray Allen too. Don't forget they had Ray Allen, so don't sleep on that one. But,
Oh yeah, they did.
Ray was
30-something. They had a 30-year-old Ray Allen. Absolutely. He about 34.
He saved them against the
He did.
Spurs.
He did.
He did.
For that debate, MJ still came out on top. I think J3 and Dre from the Bay and myself, we gave him 3-1. D-Web, you have some good points, and No Cap, you have some good points, but it came up a little short, man. So we going with MJ on that one. I hate to say,
No, y'all misunderstood
on passing, bro.
Y'all misunderstood. Y'all misunderstood. Y'all misunderstood. That's all. Y'all didn't get it. Man.
Question 3. Who had the greater influence on their teammates' performance and success? So I'm gonna hit it off with you, D-Web. I know you got your stats already lined up. Just see what you got. Yeah.
Look. I just said it earlier.
Yeah.
MJ was a bully, man.
Yeah.
That's all that was, man. He was a bully. And so he allowed him to do whatever he wanted to do. LeBron was a better leader, so he had a better influence on the teammate because he would pass and get him opportunities. Mike gave Steve Kerr an opportunity, gave John Paxson an opportunity. LeBron, he was pass first. And so he would give those guys a chance to do it. Kyrie became Kyrie really being on that team. Because y'all remember, I won't say y'all forget, y'all remember Cleveland was a lottery pick. That's how they got Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right? Kyrie was balling, but they wasn't winning nothing. When LeBron came back, after he learned how to win, he showed in the ropes. Same for Kevin Love.
I forgot they had Kyrie. They did
Oh,
have
yeah.
Kyrie. Knock it off.
My boy,
Oh,
get
yeah.
these
You
tickets
know,
again. He going in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go,
Dude.
D-Web. Bring the
I
heat.
got a list of them, man. I got papers and papers for this.
Go for days.
Bring
Hey.
the heat.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go on that though. See, I don't discount Mike, but like I said, Mike was a bully, man. That's just what it is, man. He bullied the whole league. It wasn't even just the team.
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody say they was scared of a dude. Like they was physically scared of that cat, man. So, I don't like bullies, by the way. So
Only thing he did is talk to him, and he didn't put hands on him.
Yeah, he did.
I heard a story.
He,
I heard a
he,
story.
ask Steve Kerr. He
I heard a
used his hands
Slap
on him.
Steve Kerr, something like that.
Yeah, he punched Steve
I know
Kerr.
somebody that said they knows Horace Grant, and I heard a story that they were flying back from a game in the playoffs and they lost. And on the team meal, Mike told them they didn't deserve to eat.
Yep.
And him and Horace
I
Grant.
heard that story before. Yeah.
And I know somebody that knows him that said it was actually true. Now, for me,
Mike
the playing with a crash. The playing with a crash, if you're gonna tell me I can't eat.
Right.
And that
What if
ain't
the
me
play
being
with
tough.
Brad?
Look, that ain't me
You
being
didn't drop no
tough.
buckets today, did you? How many buckets?
Right.
No, you can't eat.
That ain't me being tough. You know what I'm saying? The plane would have crashed on that one, dog. I'm telling you. But I digress, and I'm gonna leave it at y'all, man.
Another grown man telling another grown man he can't eat is crazy.
Hey,
Right.
and they
Ready
said
for the
that's
bait.
why. Yeah.
Dre from the Bay. What's up, man?
Y'all gonna be shocked, but when it comes to influence on teammates, I'm going with D Webb. I'm more of a LeBron. See, because like I said, first of all, let me give you an understanding. I was a Detroit Bad Boys Pistons fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did not like Mike because I understood why they walked out and didn't shake his hand, because the Bulls were whining like little girls for 3 years. Oh, they're too physical, all that stuff. And so they didn't give Detroit their respect, and so that's why Detroit said, okay, now that we done got old and y'all beat us, we're not giving you our respect. But so when I give Jordan credit, I'm giving it, based upon I'm not a Jordan dude that he's king of the world, he's God Almighty. I'm looking at it more of objectively and from the fact that I wasn't really a big Jordan fan till later on. But the influence thing is because let's look at the teammates. K Murder said he's a Scotty fan. Well,
Yeah.
Bulls made the playoffs with Scotty. When Mike was playing baseball, the Bulls were in the playoffs. Horace Grant left and went to Orlando and went to the finals. When LeBron left Cleveland, they went to the lottery.
They went to the trash.
And the team he went to the championship. When he left Miami, they went to the lottery. His team he went to the championship.
Come on, man.
When he left Cleveland again, they went back to the lottery, and the team he went to the championship. So,
we win it.
Hey,
We win it.
Hey,
so
listen.
Let
Let me add one quick
go
thing.
ahead.
That whole 10-year period that you're talking about, the Lakers were trash all of them years. When he going back and forth, remember Kobe was gonna quit. The only reason I'm bringing to you, that's one of my points. Kobe was gonna quit. He wanted to get traded. That whole time the Lakers were trash. When LeBron got out there, boom.
You're right. No, but that was I just think that he has more of an influence on his teammates. Jordan won by his sheer will. He willed stuff, but but I think it was K Murder said it. He didn't win till Scotty came on board. Like I said, I'm a little older. Mike was coming in the league lighting it on fire, but he was getting beat in the playoffs in the first round.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
he
why
scored
wrong.
63 on the Celtics. Yeah, but they swept him. And like that was an overtime, double overtime, as a matter of fact. So so when you look at, to me, influence on teammates, LeBron gets more out of his teammates, to me. But who's a Hall of Famer that LeBron? I mean, let's take away Miami. Miami was a different story. But if you look at his first Cleveland team and his last Cleveland team, and even these Lakers, you're talking AD is a Hall of Famer, Kyrie most likely, Kevin Love is borderline.
Borderline,
That
Westbrook.
But they didn't win no championship with Westbrook, though, is what I'm saying. Yeah, when he's with the Lakers, yeah. And then that old Cleveland team, like I said, you had Ilgauskas, you had Percy, what's his name, Snow. I always call him Percy, but that was his little brother, Eric Snow. Eric Snow. You didn't have a lot of ballers. I mean, like he said, when the minute he left, they went to the lottery. They had the number 1 pick 2 years in a row.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's my thing with. I just think that he is more, when it comes to teammates influence. I'm going with LBJ.
All right,
I passed the mic.
J3, what you got, man?
Jay.
I mean, let's just say if Mike was playing with the Lakers right now, AD wouldn't be eating. So
He's like, as long as you in street clothes, you can't eat.
if Mike was playing with Cleveland, my man JR wouldn't have AD was so. I'm gonna have to go with LeBron.
Got hit.
Mike would have been fighting a lot of his teammates right now. So I gotta go with LeBron. I can't take that from LeBron. I mean, he good for the people around. The people around him, he make them better, man. I gotta go with LeBron. I can't take it. I can't.
No doubt.
On the court and off the court. So I gotta go with LeBron. I can't even stretch that out to make it even longer. But it's LeBron all the way. Yeah, because Mike would have been fighting a couple of these dudes in the locker room. I see that now. As many times as AD done sat down, man. I hear Mike now. I got traded here because of you. And here you. If you ain't playing, you will never play. So I go with LeBron.
What you calling, right?
I gotta go with LeBron. He got patience.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No.
Can you imagine load management?
Man,
Load management with Mike?
Hey man, I got a difference of opinion again, man.
Okay.
Everything.
About from 91 through 93. Then we talking about from 96 through 98.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. There's a shoe. It's called the 6 ring because he got 6 of them, right? I don't care what you had to do to get us to be champions. We are champions. If we are in a war, they give you a drill sergeant. Is the drill sergeant nice to you?
Nope.
Mr. Murder, get your ass up there on that hill and make sure that we're secure. Mr. C, watch our back. Look, we're trying to stay alive, baby. I'm not trying to be nice to you.
Right.
We're trying to win. We got a goal at hand. This man directed his team 6 times to wins. We're not talking about being teamed up with key players. LeBron, you just said it. He teamed up with Kyrie. Kyrie is a beast. Hall of Fame player. Anthony Davis is a Hall of Fame player. I don't care what you say. Yes, he's Mr. Glass when it comes to the injury, but he's still a Hall of Fame center. This man has been teamed up with Hall of Fame players in order to win championships. That is not what happened with Jordan. Jordan was given a series of role players, and he directed those role players to play at the pinnacle of their careers. Rodman was a beast always, right?
Okay.
But he was even more of a beast when he got with Jordan.
He had 2 rings when he got the Bucks. He went to 4 conference. He went to 3 finals and 4 conference championships before he went.
That on a role player.
Give me another superstar. That
Scottie
Golden
Pippen.
Scottie
Era.
Pippen.
I tell you what, Ron
Look, he
Harper
was with Scottie Pippen his whole career.
Ron Harper
Yeah.
was dope. On that
Ron
squad.
Harper.
Ron
Ron
Harper
Harper
was.
was dope on that
Ron
squad.
Harper was no
He was
joke.
on his
He
last
was
leg. Ron Harper was on his last leg. Come on, man. He
Man,
barely
come
walk.
on, man.
He
Y'all
still
see
was
the
man.
balling. He
was on his
won a
last
championship.
leg.
Kirk thinking he like, what, he might be right. Hold on.
He only
Yeah.
had Dennis Rodman and Scotty. That's all he had.
Just like, wait a minute, let me
he
finish
had
my
Ron
point.
Nah, he had
Harper.
more than Dennis Rodman
Ron
and Scott.
Harper was defense, dude.
When you're in the middle of a war, do you care that the man in front of you is cursing at you in order to save your life?
no.
Nah, not in the middle of a war, and I can
Not a
contest
war,
to
but
that.
on the
But
court,
what I will say, no, Captain, is like when you do the basic training analysis out there, right? I had a favorite a drill sergeant, right? And it wasn't my senior drill sergeant because he was a hard nose. He wasn't my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I had a drill sergeant. I felt like he bust our butt, right? But he also showed compassion. So it's a give and take, right?
Yeah.
So like I do see both sides of it. But yeah, when you're at war, when you laying down, anything, that's a difference. Like I just want to come home at this point in time. I don't want nobody to be like, hey man, be good.
But aren't we confusing influence with leadership though?
No, not at all. So
That's influence.
I think it's one and the same, and that's what I was about. That's what I was saying with the drill sergeant, right? So I think the drill sergeant that I followed, his leadership style made me gravitate to him more, right? So that was, his leadership.
So let me ask you a question though. Which one do you think would have saved your life? I don't care who's being compassionate to me. I care about the guy that's going to lead me to victory.
But I think both of them would have. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just the type of people they were. I didn't see them as being people was wanting to run away and coward, right? Yeah. But there's different leadership styles, and you just have to figure, there's what.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're focusing on the bully thing, right? Who cares? They won 6 titles, and stop. LeBron has 3. You can tell me he has 4, but the 4th one came in the bubble when everybody wasn't playing.
That's an asterisk.
Okay.
That's an asterisk.
Excuse me, if I can interject, I'm throwing a flag on.
Go ahead. Throw a flag on the plate. Come on, Trey from the bank.
2016, because if he don't whine and get Draymond suspended, they going down in 5. Because everybody forgets they were getting waxed in Oakland.
Yeah.
Game 1 and game 2. Game 2 they lost by 30. Steph and them was on the bench in the 4th quarter. They lost game 3 in Cleveland, won game 4, and was coming back to Oakland up 3-1 and was going to wax them. Your boy gets suspended. Now it's his fault.
Drake
because
he did he not punch him in another, kick him in another, whatever he did?
No.
He did it now. He did it.
No, but do you remember why? LeBron walked over and teabagged him, man. He walked over his head. No, look, ain't no dude gonna be walking on. I'm on the ground and you gonna step over my head and graze me with your mans. No,
and they were going at it the whole series. They were literally going at it the whole series.
The only reason he got suspended was because he had already kicked Steven Adams in the
Steven Adams
and his technical fouls had added up. So when after the game they reviewed it and Kiki Vandeweghe upgraded it to he didn't get a technical at the game. He upgraded it to a technical, which was his whatever the total limit 18, is.
19,
yeah.
After the video went viral.
So then he got technical, which then suspended him. Now, I'm saying, look, was it legit? Yeah, I agree. But I'm still throwing a asterisk on it because
I'll take that asterisk.
Because he, regardless of whether he deserved suspension or not, he didn't play. And we were relying on Harrison Barnes' soft self. Don't get me started. All right.
Real quick, see, Draymond played game 7. Draymond had 21, 25.
Exactly.
They lost on the road. They lost at home. So ain't no asterisk in that championship. LeBron had a triple-double in that championship.
We still got a big question. Well, okay, look, even if we say that the 2016 championship is validated,
It's
that
valid.
2021 is still questionable.
The
It's
bubble.
valid.
I still go back
What
to the
about
same
what
point.
about San Antonio? San Antonio won a championship in strike. Are we gonna take that from them?
I mean, come on, man. We're talking about the bubble, man.
We're talking about a strike. They didn't play. They didn't play.
All
See,
right,
so
cool. Take it from him. Take it from him.
Yep.
Yep, I would take it from him just like I took that one from them. Look, I'm gonna give him. I'd say that he has 4 championships.
So
but
they
Michael Jordan single-handedly led his team to 6 rings. Don't lose sight of it.
I'm gonna go with Michael Jordan because Larry made a good point. He won 91, 92, 93. He was off 94, 95 playing baseball. Came back and won 96, 97, 98. Only person that was missing off that team in 94 and 95 was MJ.
That's crazy.
That's all person that was missing. So imagine if he'd have played 94 and 95.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Dennis Rodman was missing from those 94, 95.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
I mean,
So-
he helped a little bit.
Right, he helped a little bit, but Mike is made the main key, main ingredient.
True.
You know what I mean? Scotty was still there. Tony Kukoc was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, he wasn't there early.
Kukoc was there.
Came when he left. I think he landed last year because that's why Scotty
Nah,
got into it.
Nah, Kukoc.
He was there before Mike came back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they had talent. They just didn't have MJ. You know what I mean? So,
but they made the playoffs.
When LBJ left Cleveland,
they won 57 games.
Hold on, when LBJ left Cleveland at one time, Kyrie left. They lost the whole team pretty much because they was over the cap. So that's why they was in the lottery 2 years in a row. So it just all wasn't by LBJ. They lost players to free agency and it was over the cap. So
Kyrie wasn't there though yet. No, Kyrie wasn't there though yet. They got him.
Yeah, you going before Kyrie. When they went to the lottery, that's how they got Kyrie in the lottery.
When they actually got Andrew Wiggins, but they traded him. So he was the other lottery pick.
When LeBron left the first time,
And
he was over the cap. That's what I'm talking about,
the dude from Vegas that washed out, Anthony whatever. What you know I'm talking about? You're forgetting about the dude that washed out. They picked Anthony, the dude with the UNLV. You know what I'm talking about? They picked him right after Kyrie, and he basically flamed out the league. But he was like the first, second pick in the draft. I'm forgetting the dude's name.
A high draft pick that didn't end up being the. That happens often. What's the other guy's name? Center for it's a whole different discussion. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Guys, we still got how did that add up though as far as leadership? And
that's LBJ. That's LBJ. 3 LBJ.
They said LBJ. Drake said LBJ. Webb said LBJ. Me and you have MJ. So LBJ won that one.
Mm-hmm. LBJ. That's
all right. So question 4. So when comparing their achievements and statistics, who had a more impressive career? We started off with you, J3. Switching up a little bit.
It go back to what I was saying from the first question. If we're gonna do that, I gotta go with LeBron. I mean, they giving stat. They keeping stat on everything. So I have to go with LeBron. If that's the game they playing now. So I go LeBron. You know, first player to score 20 points on March 14th. I mean, they just doing everything. So.
Everything is on a leap year.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to go with LeBron. I give it to LeBron.
All right, D-Ware, what you got?
Yeah, that's funny, man. I'm gonna go with my man too. You know, I think the thing that I hear a lot that's misunderstood is the thing that LeBron is soft, man. I think that has a lot to do with these conversations. And we may pick that up later because when you talk about going back, see, Charles Oakley weighed 245. Anthony Mason weighed 250, maybe 260. Karl Malone weighed 265. And these are guys that's going to have to go against him. Mike weighed 185 pounds. That's why Mike was getting locked around till he worked out and got to about 210, 205. This cat, the same size as they are, faster than them, more skilled. They ain't knocking him around like that, man. They ain't knocking him. When he come down the lane, he come down the lane.
Let me ask you this, Hold on, let me ask you this.
Okay.
everybody played basketball in the streets growing up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody done got in a fight playing basketball also, right?
Yeah.
Right.
MJ got in plenty of fights.
Right.
How many fights LeBron James got into?
I mean, none. What does that say though? What we saying? What we
I
saying?
think he's so. I think he's so.
I think everybody thinks that. I think everybody thinks that. Look, I'm not mad.
Hey, see, capital SOFT.
Yeah, see,
He ain't gonna get my cornbread.
Wait.
Get my
Hey,
cornbread.
LeBron no smoke James.
yeah.
I mean, his flopping is legendary, bro.
Now we get to the core of it, because see, I'm dealing with cats that think he's soft. So see, that's what that's about. But look, so what about Reggie Miller kicking his leg out on threes? LeBron just doing what the game. This is what the game is played. He's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing.
They
This
changed
is
the
what the
rules
game is
for
played.
Reggie. They changed
Reggie
the
got in
rules.
fights too.
Huh?
Reggie done got in plenty of fights.
Yeah,
Well,
Reggie
yeah,
ain't soft by no
With
means.
Jordan, he got in fights with Jordan.
What I'm saying is, when you're saying LeBron flopping, I'm saying this is how the game is played.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing how the game is played. That's
I hate it. I hate it,
Look.
D-Web. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
Don't hate the
I-
player, man.
I don't like this new age basketball. I'm a stickler for that. I don't like all this. Yeah, I mean, the refs control the game. It's too many pity pat fouls, but that's neither here nor there. Right?
You get hit
I
now,
like
Kurt. They got to review it, Kurt.
that's a fact. They got to
gotta
review
review now.
everything now.
They actually
What
have
we
a
can't
review.
deny,
Out of
is
here.
all the big bully dudes that were the bruisers. I don't want to say bully the bruisers.
Mhm.
He is the same size as
That's
all
a
of that.
fact. Web,
So,
I like that. I'm gonna give you
Think
some
he
of
gonna
those
get
for that.
slammed on the ground? I'm telling you, that ain't gonna happen.
True.
Fact.
That ain't gonna
But
happen.
But
they
if I
weren't
got to
made like
pick,
look, I know
but if
Dre
they in
about
an
to
alley,
Yeah,
if they in an alley,
yeah.
Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley, I'm taking them over LeBron. Now,
I'm saying, is he gonna come down the lane? Or they gonna knock him on the ground?
yes,
LeBron moved
No,
different.
no doubt. Yeah.
they're not gonna be scared of him. They're gonna still knock him
No,
out.
it's
What
gonna be
is
like
it gonna have the same effect?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they gonna
Maybe
hit him.
not.
But
Maybe
to
not.
think that he couldn't play back then, man, that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I disagree
man.
with that.
I
I'm
say
with
he
you. I
could
disagree. I think he could
could've-
play back then.
And he would have been good, because all they would do well, I don't want to get too far with this. See, go ahead, man. Because let's talk about picks. He called a pick, Patrick Ewing. It's a whole bunch of dudes fell out of the game, man, by first half. If he played, because he calling picks. Ewing ain't gonna be able to stay down there. Who gonna guard him, man? That, you know.
Hey, Dre from the Bay. What was your boy from Detroit? Big
Lambert?
Lane.
Lane Beard.
Nah,
Lambert
black
Mahorn.
dude.
Rick Mahorn.
Mahorn. Rick Mahorn will fire the hell out of you. I mean, you come down that lane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every time.
yeah.
So I'll just say, what D Web is saying is LeBron is essentially a Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was able to play back then. He was just as big as LeBron. LeBron may be a
And
little
LeBron's
bit
more
bigger.
skilled.
Way
Right, and he's way more skilled. So
Mhm.
I do think you can assert a LeBron James back
Absolutely.
then, and
Mhm.
LeBron James will still be able to dominate the game.
Absolutely.
I do believe that. And I think you can assert a Michael Jordan into this game,
Oh,
and he
most
will
definitely.
completely dominate the game.
Absolutely.
Right now, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's why,
Yeah.
like, it's
It's
just
funny.
so many decades, separating these guys. These questions are great because now it gives people a mind to
It
to think of.
it does.
and gather some questions.
That's dope.
Can I interject?
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
let's go.
It's on you, Dre.
I
Go ahead,
think
Dre.
what you also have to remember, and see, this right here, what we're talking about, is where I'm literally on the fence. This is a hard one for me because I'm one of those that argue, who did Mike beat in the championship?
Oh, that's
He
coming
didn't-
up. Don't go there. Don't go there, Trey.
Okay,
That's
okay,
coming up.
then I'll
Table that one. Table
I'll
that one. We
table it.
got to hear what you about to say. Table that one.
Thanks, Kate. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
In terms of,
Yeah.
so what is this question? Is the overall? What are we talking about?
Comparing
Or-
achievements and
Achievement.
stats.
I still
Had more impressive career.
I think you see the 6-0 championships, regardless of how you slice them, is impressive. And so, but when you talk about if you go a whole career, because of his longevity, because he is the scoring leader of all time, and adding to it, he's going to put it in a spot where it's going to, I don't know who's going to catch him, because he's still adding to it. He's still dropping 25 a night, and I think because he's, like D Webb said, he's been, from the day he stepped on the court till right this minute, he's still a top player. I'm gonna go with LeBron in terms of overall career. Even though Mike's got the rings, 6-0, I still think if you look at everything in totality, I think that the more impressive career, just because of the longevity, what he's been able to do, the teams he has taken to the finals. It's a tough call for me, but I'm gonna slightly lean towards LeBron. I'm gonna lean towards LeBron just because of the longevity.
We got a little for you, man. Come on, over here.
Dre, that Miami year, he didn't take the team to the finals. That was 1/3.
Wait, absolutely.
You know what I mean? With Boss
Bosh.
and D Wade, you know what I mean? He got, come on, man. He was.
I understand, but
He
one of my,
he caught a ride.
he caught a ride, yeah.
He caught a ride.
And you see, Kurt Murder is having me table what I really, but
It's coming up.
in actuality, I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm with you, but I'm not. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. No, Captain. What you got, man?
Man, come on. Can you repeat the base of the question for me?
When comparing the achievements and stats, who had more impressive career, LeBron or MJ?
MJ, man. Oh, six rings. How many? Like, we just got to go with that one stat of 6 rings. Like, has LeBron reached that level yet?
No.
How many MVPs does LeBron have? Right? MVP regular seasons, 4 regular season. Jordan still got 5. Jordan has 6 rings from 91 through 93, and then you go back from 96 to 98. So when we're comparing a resume, the man has a better resume. That's just until LeBron gets the 6 rings. Let's not discuss who has the better career.
I think he had, how many scoring titles did he have? Did he have like 12, 13 scoring titles? MJ?
He had a whole bunch of scoring titles.
Yeah.
Real quick, because I like his point. So LeBron went to the finals 8 years in a row. Y'all know who else done that? Boston. Not a guy.
A team.
A team.
Franchise.
Roll with that.
Is it 8 or 9 years in a row?
Boston. Now he went 9 out of 10, but he went 8 years straight.
Okay, gotcha.
Boston. A team went to the finals 8 years straight. Not a dude.
Then, I mean, you can go beyond that and can compare how many times was he successful? How many times was Michael Jordan successful?
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
We gonna get to that.
8 years straight.
No Captain got MJ. J3, you got MJ also.
I got LeBron.
Okay, Webb got LeBron. Dre from the Bay got LeBron. So it's just me and you, Captain. So LeBron won that debate.
No, Captain, you got some J's over there, my brother.
I got a whole closet full of them. Some I ain't even worn yet. I need to sell them.
No Captain say once he say 6 rings, it's a wrap after that.
Yeah, he
Right.
So question 5.
Go ahead, C.
Who would you choose to build a franchise around in a prime? Now, I'm gonna give you a chance, Webb. I'm gonna give you a chance to go ahead and answer the question correctly. Let me see what you're gonna say on this. In a prime, who are you gonna build this franchise around?
Okay, so after I started looking at these questions, I was convinced that whoever wrote them, like Mike, right? I was convinced that you start reading, because see, when you have to add things in there, what difference does it make at prime?
Hold on, Webb. I didn't write these questions. Kirk did.
No, he right. He found him somewhere. He found him, right? Did you find him?
He ain't got no dog in this fight.
Yeah, I wrote
what I'm saying is,
the reason why I threw that question out there, because we get this all the time. These players play in 2 different decades, right? Like there's no like real like, unless we put that prime in there, right? You can't like. How do you weigh the opinion of who is better? Because they never played in the same decade. They never played in the same era. It's like who. So the prime question was, who would you feel comfortable building a team around in their prime? Michael Jordan in his prime was the 90s. LeBron James in his prime was I would say late Cleveland first year till because he had a huge prime. He had about 10 years of a prime.
Yeah, his prime was long.
His prime was really long.
Yeah.
Jordan never have a like huge prime like that, only because of the retirement thing when he came out. But so essentially, Jordan probably had about 10 years of his prime also.
I would say that Jordan was primed when in North Carolina.
When
no,
Jordan was already.
No, Cap.
He's already a top. Did y'all see? Oh, wait a minute. Did y'all see this man play at a college level? You saw LeBron play in high school. How is that even a comparison?
Oh,
that's why your name is no capping right now. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like Jordan NBA. Like we're talking about NBA.
Now, we all know these cats play people in high school. They knew LeBron was playing pro players when they was in high school, just like all of them did. You know what I'm saying? They already knew. But so to answer the question, the prime don't matter to me. If I was gonna build the team, I would go with Mike. I would go
with who?
I would go great answer.
The prime part don't really matter, but it really, and I'm not even gonna go into, because it really depends on what you're thinking. If your thoughts are, I can get this dude that can score and pass, but we don't really know that at that point. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm building the team, I'm gonna go with Mike. I'm gonna go with Mike.
Great answer.
You know.
All right. J3, what you got, my man?
I'm building a team. If I'm thinking dollars, if I'm thinking dollars, I'm going with LeBron. If I'm talking dollars, I'm going LeBron. Now, if I ain't talking dollars, I'm talking just pure love for the game and trying to get there. I still might go LeBron too, because LeBron can get you there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have to go with LeBron on this one. You know, I'm getting them prime time slots. My game's on every channel every time we play. You ain't gotta get direct TV for me. I'm right there. Channel 4, 7, 9, whatever it is, I'm right there. So I go LeBron. I'm getting
okay. Dre from the Bay.
This may be the hardest question on the list. I'll be honest, but one thing I like to say, it's funny how Mike's career always starts in 91.
Yeah.
Last I checked, that brother's career started in the NBA in 1984.
Yeah.
So we can't discount all that.
We don't
Dre, like he ain't even start then, man. Like he was a bench rider.
Who?
MJ.
No,
he wasn't.
No, he started.
Are you saying that he might be?
Yeah, he started.
No.
I mean, MJ had like 12 points. Like, get out of here. Like, he ain't do nothing with LeBron. Like,
no, you must have seen MJ play then.
Yeah,
I was battling.
Like I said,
I was born in '83.
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
there you go.
I was 22 years old when Michael Jordan came into the league. See what I'm trying to say?
I was 10.
I was a grown, a grown ass man when I know. So he came into the league balling. When he scored 63 against Boston, that was like his second year. That wasn't no, you know. Remember the Air Jordan came out in '85. That's only his set. That was his. He came in the league in '84. So that's what I'm saying. So, but this question is very good because when you say that if you're starting a team, I'm about to steal from No Cap. In terms of if I'm going, if it's like Jay saying, if you're going with the money, then they're LeBron. But if you're talking about I want to win championships, I want the guy that's going to be getting in everybody's behind and flipping the spread. You can't eat because you ain't balling. I'm going with him because it goes to the whole, you know, I forgot what movie it was when they said, would you rather be feared or respected? And so however you answer that question.
Bronx Tale.
What?
Bronx Tale. It's called a Bronx Tale.
Bronx Tale. That's right. Your boy. That's right. It was your boy. Yeah. And he said you had to be feared or respected. And to me, Mike is feared. They don't want, people don't want to let him down. LeBron is a better teammate. That's why he gets stuff out of his teammates because they like him. And he hangs with them, he gets along with them. Mike was trying to beat them in cards. He was trying, they would gamble on whose bags came off the carousel first. You see what I'm saying? Right. This dude is a competitor from gate. All he cares about is winning, and if you can't help him win, hit the bricks. And so if you ask me the question, if we're talking about winning, I'm starting with Mike. So that's my answer. I'm going with Mike. So we're keeping tallies.
Don't forget when Mike was in his prime, the Bulls game was always on TV.
Absolutely.
Yeah. When Mike played, he was always on TV. Absolutely. He was always the headliner. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
No captain. What you got?
Man, I'm gonna end it with a choice, but I'm gonna make 2 points here. If I'm building a team, right? Especially for our video game players, 2K, right? If I'm getting ready to build a team on 2K, it's LeBron hands down. He's a 4-way player. He's a guard. Mm-hmm. He's a 2-guard. He's a 3-guard. He can play the 4 position. And if you really got down to it, he's just like Magic, right? Jordan is only going to supply 3-way player types, right? He can play the guard. He can play point guard if you need him to, and he can play maybe a small forward if you need him to, right? But LeBron, as far as building a team around it, you're going to be better off starting with that 4-way player than you are with a 2-way or 3-way player.
Right.
Absolutely.
Now, with that being said, Jordan was already a Panther coming out of the league. He was a Panther coming out of college. Everybody he had Ice Vein, right? That last shot, the ability to take the last shot with all of the pressure on you. So with that being said, you can't match Jordan's desire to win. And that's what I don't see in LeBron, right? Jordan has a fierce desire to win, and you can't teach it. So I'm going to build my team around Jordan. With all that being said, I'm still going to build all my team around Jordan.
Yeah, same here. I'm going with MJ. Kurt, you was young when this happened, but y'all remember when Mike got hurt? It's like the whole world came to an end. That's all they was talking about on the news. They have Mike in the pool wearing Jordans with his ankle. Every day, that's all they was doing.
I remember that.
Hey, Steve, real quick, I want to tell y'all why I didn't say LeBron. I'm going to tell y'all how the only reason I didn't say it. Because like Jay said, you start putting a bunch of factors in what you choose. But I looked at it like this. If I was to go to the park right now, right, and we doing pickup, The only reason I picked LeBron first is if MJ ain't there. That's it. I'm be honest with you. But if MJ is it, if he down there shooting around, LeBron down, and you, because I'm thinking about how we were when we played. You picked who the best player, who you thought. I would. That's why I said I choose MJ. But I love Jay's point and no cap, man, because if you look at building a team, it's a lot of factors in there other than just who's best.
Right.
So it's so MJ won that one.
What was the score?
3-2.
Oh, no, I'm switching. I'm going LeBron. So LeBron won that.
Here we go.
I think it's 3-2. LeBron 3.
I'm switching up. After I listened to my brothers, I said, "Yeah, that's right."
Ah, man, you suck that.
He will be holding you to that one.
Hey, turn your phone breaking up.
I'm staying with Mike. It's 3-2 Mike.
I do agree with no capping on what he said. He almost made me flip because I've always been one that I said when I say all time who would I start a team with, I've always said Magic Johnson because he can play every position and I can just fill in around him. If I start with Mike, I still got to find the power forward. I still got to find the center. Yep. I still gotta, I gotta get somebody to go now. But if I got 4 guys that are 6'4", I can bring in Magic. He can play center. Yeah. If I got some guys that are 6'9", I can bring in Magic. He can play small forward. He can play point guard. And so LeBron is similar to that. But I'm still going with Mike just because of, like I said, if we're talking about winning. But that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. Curtis, on you. What you gonna do, man?
Yeah. All right. Next question right you got right here.
Yeah. Bad connection.
Man.
All right.
I'm buying everybody different headsets.
Wow.
We're getting headsets.
Nah. All right. Why he getting that worked out in the clutch moments? Who was more reliable and effective? LBJ, MJ.
I want to go first.
Hey, no switching. If you go first, you can't go.
No, I'm not switching. The only reason I'm going first because I want to get mine out the way because I know what everybody's going to say. So that's the only reason.
Make my point early.
Yeah. No. It ain't that to me. Ain't no question, man. I ain't even gonna go into it. It's MJ, man. That's LeBron had a great series against Golden State. Them games y'all talking about early when Draymond went out. He had 41 in Game 5. He had 41 in Game 6. Mm-hmm. Had triple-double in Game 7. He led that series, both teams, in points, assists, blocks, rebounds, and steals. But that was just one series. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So as great as that was one series. Mike is that dude, man. It ain't even fair to try to act like that ain't the point.
Yeah. All right. I'm glad you kept it 100 on that one.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping it 100.
Yeah. Hey, no capping. What you got, man?
Man, come on, man. The clutch came from Jordan. He taught it to Kobe, and then LeBron is mimicking. So the trunk of the tree is still there. Look, giving the ball, the last seconds of the game, if it went to somebody else, you were shocked. When Jordan was playing, you were like, what are you doing? Why did you pass the ball? Like, what are you doing? Jordan was triple teamed. I don't care. Give him the ball. Right? Yeah. It was no question on who you wanted to have that ball. As far as LeBron, we have looked for those moments, right? We've watched him catch the ball on the 3-point line and him line up with that Uncle Wise 3-pointer and that one clank. Damn it, LeBron. Come on. Jordan, look, when it didn't go in, you were shocked. When it didn't go in, you were shocked. when it went in, that was a regular moment. So you know where I'm going, Mr. C. Clutch came from Jordan. It didn't come from Dr. J. Clutch came from Jordan. Dr. J was going to beat you the whole game. The game was already over with by the time you got to the last 10 seconds, right? If the game is close, Clutch came from Jordan.
I don't think he never took a bad shot in the clutch.
I never seen him take a bad shot.
Say three.
Well, man, they're like, man never took a bad shot. Y'all never seen this man take
Did I really hear that? Okay. I'm just making sure I heard that. Let me move my head.
I'm gonna have to go with no cabin, like he always tell you. 6. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go with Mike. I mean, it's self-explanatory. 6. I go with Mike. Definitely.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Dre from the Bay.
Technically, I think if you were to look it up, I think probably LeBron has more clutch baskets, so to speak, made.
That's from the volume of games, though.
But but the difference is Mike's clutch was when the money was on the table, which is why he's 6-0. I mean, when you go from the flu game to the last second against Utah, I think most of Mike's clutch was when the game when in the playoffs and championship. And so this one is actually kind of an easy one. I'm going with Mike.
So that's the last.
And he's a better free throw shooter.
So that's
that's a big point. That's a good point.
Career free throws.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
It's 83% to 73%.
Good point.
Kurt Murder.
Yo, you can hear me?
All right. Yeah, we can hear you. It's on you.
I'm trying to find some connection. I apologize, fellas, man. I apologize. All right, so who faced tougher competition there during their prime years? Here we go for you, Jay from the Bay. So we're gonna go ahead and start with you, Dre from the Bay. Line it up.
This one, this has always been my, not an anti-Jordan argument, but a more of a pro-LeBron argument. I look at Jordan's I don't forget about the first 7 years of Jordan's career. So I go, he came in the league in 84. His first chip was in 91. That's the first time he even went to the finals. You faced the Lakers, but it wasn't your granddaddy's Lakers. This was Mike Dunleavy coached Lakers with Big Smoothie Sam Perkins. This wasn't Kareem, Showtime Lakers. So you beat them. Then you beat probably the dumbest team in the history of the NBA, the Portland Trail Blazers, that could blow a lead with the best of them. Then you beat the Suns. Yeah, you had Barkley. But again, no championships. Then you beat Seattle and Utah twice. Never ring between any of those teams. So that's the one thing. Then I look at LeBron. Everybody says, well, LeBron is what's his record? Something in 4 and 6 in finals. The problem with that argument is he ran smack dab into 2 dynasties. The Spurs and the Warriors have 9 rings. 9 rings between the 2 of them.
Flames.
That's dynasties. You and he faced Dirk Nowitzki's Mavericks. So when you look at who they played, now Mike's regular season was tougher because remember when he first came in the league, there's only 25 teams. Now there's 30. So the talent level was condensed. It was tougher to get to the finals then. So I give Mike that credit in terms of regular season, because you look at Mike. Mike played 82 games a whole lot of years. I was just looking at his career stuff, and So he faced tougher competition in the regular season, but when you get to the finals, to tax LeBron for his finals record is wrong because he's facing dynasties. Mike ain't faced no dynasty, not one. And the ones he did face, he faced in the playoffs and he lost to them. The Celtics and the Pistons. He had to wait till those teams got old. Then they like, here you go, bro. You can go ahead and win something now. And because remember, those teams had fallen off. Once Mike ascended, the Pistons and the Celtics were gone. And so I go with LeBron with tougher competition. That's just where I'm at.
Who was on that Supersonics team? Was Kemp on that Supersonics team?
Who?
Yeah.
Remember Kemp?
Kemp, DP,
Maybe Gary Payton too.
Gary Payton, Hersey Hawkins.
That's a squad, man. Come on, that's a squad.
It was a squad, but they had that many rings.
That ain't a dynasty.
Yeah, you're right.
And that team, they were a number one seed. I don't know if it was that year or the year before, where they were a 1 seed, lost to the number 8 Mutombo led Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
So
but look, that Portland team had Clyde Drexler, Porter, Robinson,
that's all
Duckworth, Percy, Buck Williams, Danny Ainge. They had a squad.
They had a squad.
How many of them be playing?
But they never won.
Yeah, you're right. You don't know, Dre. You're right. You winning your bag.
I'm not saying that they weren't good. I'm just saying LeBron faced championship winning teams. That was the difference. Yeah, Portland was good, but Portland was also, like I said, one of the dumbest teams in the league. I mean, they would be up 20 with 3 minutes left in the game and lose, because they would still go down and cast threes. There was a really, they were like I said, this was my prime. I was in my 20s, in the 90s. Well, not the 20s, late 20s, early 30s, So these are the teams I watched, and that Portland team was good. Buck Williams, Terry Porter, Clyde Drexler, Duckworth. Jerome Kersey, they were potent, but they weren't championship. Now, because remember, they had just lost to the Pistons the year before. Not the year before, but they lost to the Pistons, and the Pistons' first title was the first title. Second title was against Portland. Second title, because the first title, that was 89. First title was against the Detroit beat the Lakers, and then and then 90 they beat Portland, and then Portland went back to the finals in 91 and 92 against Jordan. But they're like I said, you're right.
I know you're saying that they don't have championship, because the reason they don't have championship is Michael Jordan closed the door on them from getting a championship. You got to look at it that way too.
You're absolutely right. You can look at it that way. You're right.
Yeah.
It's a solid question, man. It is.
It's a very good
really,
point.
really. Who faced deeper competition?
So Captain, since you talking about it, speak on.
Look. So look, you got San Antonio, which is not. This is not one of those super teams. This was a team that was put together that had to grow and mesh and became a dynasty, right? Just like Dre said earlier, Golden State team, that 2016 championship might be questionable, might be a tad bit questionable. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, right? This is another team that is not a super team, right? All of the championships that LeBron won were on faith. They were put together to win championships, right? So who faced deeper competition? Jordan faced who? So Jordan had LA in 91, Portland in 92, Phoenix Suns wasn't no.
Who did Portland have?
Supersonics in Utah.
Who did Portland have? Just Clyde Drexler? Oh, that's Who did Portland have?
Portland had a pretty good squad that year, right?
Jerome Kersey, Terry Porter,
Cliff Robinson. Duckworth,
It was a solid.
Percy.
It's a solid squad.
Yeah,
Man,
Buck Williams.
and to me,
Buck Williams.
listen, those games were different than today's game. Those games were locked and loaded. Like it was a heavyweight fight, man.
Mhm.
I would say that Jordan faced deeper competition because the league was different. There were not touch fouls. You were not going to come to the lane and have me hack you and go to the. It had to be you were almost on the floor for the. It would be points where the announcers would literally say, "Looks like they're letting them play tonight." Y'all remember them games? They're letting them play tonight because the fouls were just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I say Jordan faced different competition when it came because the finals were different. Playoff basketball was different in the 90s than it is right now. It's just it was a totally different game, man. The game was more entertaining back then than it is now.
Very good.
Simply because there was real rivalry, right? These guys getting out there and pounding each other up. Man, where y'all going to the club tonight? Y'all, we're going to pop some bottles. It wasn't that type of game back then, bro. They were in with, look, until the finals were over with, they were enemies. You weren't going to catch them out having no steak together. Like, that wasn't, had we not going to the VIP to pop bottles and take pictures for Instagram? So I'm going to say Jordan faced stiffer competition, even though the team setup at a face value doesn't look like he was facing much. He was facing a different league.
Hey, no, Cappy. Before you finish, J3 he's gonna lead the call, but let me get his answer on this before he bounce on this one.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to say LeBron, because LeBron was going up against basketball IQ. Other than Jordan, I mean, going up against, I agree with no cap. Jordan, physically, Jordan had it tougher. IQ wise, I think LeBron had IQ wise. LeBron was going up against, like you said, great basketball minds. You know, like he was going against. So I have to give it. Like I said, I ain't really a LeBron fan at all, but I got to give it to him. He was going up against basketball IQ with the Steph Curry, the Draymonds, the what the heck, no, my niece over here creeping on the floor. I ain't know.
Okay.
But I have to go with LeBron because he was going up against IQ. You know, they was beating LeBron mentally. You know, with plays and all that. Jordan, like you said, Jordan had the physical part that he had to fight against. So I go with LeBron. I give it to LeBron on this one. I can't give it to him too much, but I give it to LeBron.
All right, that's what's up, J3.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming out, showing us some love, man. We're gonna bring you back to the show.
Sorry, I gotta leave a little early, but really
good, man.
No, it's all good, man. It's Saturday. Enjoy your family, man.
All right, y'all stay up.
Yes,
All right, brother.
Later.
Yes, sir. AD Webb, and it's on you, man. Let's go. Let me kick it off.
All right, same thing, man. That Dre said, so I won't take a lot of time because he pretty much said the same points. What I will say though is, Mike did go out to lunch and dinner with Charles Barkley when they played.
Oh man, come on, man. There you go. Bring up one day.
We're not gonna act like they didn't hang out. I'm not gonna let you do that, no cap. They hung out. But what I will say to that is you gotta remember, man, that, and I'm not giving it a point, but these guys play AAU early and are not more than we did. Like I remember I was telling somebody, I said the 5-star camp, the best players went to 5-star camp when I was coming up. Now, if your parents pay for it, you get to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was the best guys in the neighborhood that played on the AAU.
Right.
So now everybody plays about getting paid.
Yeah.
So for that, these guys, the reason why they cool because they've been knowing each other, man, since they were 7, 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So they know each other. So I think that's why they don't have that combative thing that they had back then. You know, again, I don't think it's just they soft, man. It's a different time period, man.
Yeah, but no, I don't think it has to do with toughness as being a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it was a different time. There wasn't this air of, hey, we're here to get a check and this is a business and we got to remember that we're entertaining people. It's the vibe that you get from the NBA now. Back then, it was pure. Who is the best basketball player in the world? We are about to find out.
Because they were fighting for that bag, right?
Yeah.
They were fighting. The only people got the bag was who won.
Yeah.
Now you get the bag without winning. So
Right.
it's a different
sponsorship and all kinds of stuff, right?
I'm saying all that say for the context of it, though, to understand the bag is that. What I don't like, just to finish up, is I don't like the fact they signed jerseys. You know, I don't
change jerseys with each other.
Yeah.
That didn't start happening until Magic and Isaiah kissed each other in the mouth, and that just messed that blew everything up. Just
that was a little too much back then. Yeah,
it was on the cheap, but you know, you make a good. No Capping talks about the league is different. You know, a famous highlight that you probably have all seen is when Kevin McHale clothesline Kurt Rambis.
Yeah,
y'all seen that?
Yeah,
where he clotheslines.
Yeah.
You know there were no ejections in that game, right?
Yeah, it was a regular foul.
It was a regular foul.
See, and that's and that's why where No Capping is talking about where the what Mike had to go through. That was different. See, I go back to when the NBA Finals was on tape delay. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you know when the Lakers when Magic's first championship, you know, the Western Conference Finals, you know, in California, you know, you were watching it at 11:30 at night because it was on tape delay, because Bird and Magic basically saved the league, you know, with the whole, you know, that whole thing. But yeah, what you're saying is true, is that the league was different. There wasn't a lot of hugging and, you know, guys being overly friendly to each other until after the game was over, until the, you know, the series was over, so to speak. Yeah.
I think the difference between the two is when Mike played in the championship round, he was trying to check your heart. He wasn't trying to be your friend. He wasn't trying to be anything on the court. He don't care how cool y'all was. You could have been at his wedding. At that point in that game, you was his enemy. I mean, until that series is over with.
Yeah.
These cats these days, they all buddy, social media. Like you said, exchanging jerseys after the game, doing all this and that, hanging out. Mike didn't do that. You know what I mean? He took it personal against Portland. Because it was compared Clyde to Glide to him. Yeah. He took that personal. Then he took it personal against Seattle because Gary Payton was supposed to be the gloves going to lock him down. You know what I mean? So he takes stuff personal. You know what I mean? So his mind state, his status is totally different from these cats these days. They just want to go out there, have a good time. They getting paid regardless. They don't care about that. Mike is about.
They get the money. They get the money. They get the money up front. That's the key. And everybody is cut different. You know, some guys are still going, and that's also what separates LeBron from a lot of these cats. LeBron's been getting paid, but he's always still kept himself in shape. He's always been ready to play, where a lot of these guys, they get their money, and if I win, I win. If I don't, oh well. I'm still going back to my mansion and my cars and my, whatever. So
look. Here's a little known fact. Before every game, what did Michael Jordan eat? If it was
cheese,
McDonald's. Every game day, he had McDonald's for breakfast.
And listen to Anita Baker.
I'm telling you, that man was eating sausage biscuits. So we talk about longevity. Come on, it's still coming out, right? So I mean, the league has just changed, man. It's a different league. I think Jordan, if you ask me, Jordan had it tough, man, every time.
Yeah. So pretty much, Webb said Jordan.
Yeah.
No Capping said Jordan.
Jordan.
Dre, you got who? Jordan.
Webb said who?
What was the question? Which one was this?
That was the one who faced tougher competition.
I had LeBron.
LeBron. Yeah, LeBron.
Jordan.
Jay had Jordan.
And I got Jordan. So that's 3-2 Jordan.
Yep.
Well,
I'm running it right back to you, D Web, man. Next question on you, D Web. who had a more significant impact off the court, culturally and philanthropically?
Oh, now you split it right there. See?
Yeah, you did. You
That-
split it.
Split it.
I had
You
to.
split it.
That split. See
Because
that, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to do it, but I give it a time, man. Only because that split, because if I would have said culturally, it's Mike all day.
right.
I know
Um,
it.
But
I had
it's a great question, yeah. So it's Mike
Right.
all day. But if I looked at it just from a philanthropy standpoint, in terms of what he did, I mean, this dude was what, first billionaire that's still playing?
Mm.
Yeah.
Became a billionaire while he's playing. That's serious. You
Not
know?
only that, the social awareness, right? LeBron
Yeah,
has a different level of
Right.
social awareness where Jordan's impact came through shoes and clothing
Yeah.
and having kids try to mimic his game, right?
And,
Yeah.
and the other thing that I'll say about that real quick, because if I had to choose, I would choose LeBron, but I really think it's a wash because of what No Cap just said. The social awareness. Now, Mike and them didn't have social media, so who knows what would have happened, but I can only go on what is going on and what is happening. Plus, Mike is supposed to be notorious for giving, but don't tell nobody type stuff. You know, that was supposed to be his thing. You know, so, you know, I would have to give it to LeBron, but that's a coin toss, man.
Hey, well, I'm gonna give you another clap for that. That's the second time you kept
Going
one
for that.
on that one, man. You
Going
been
for
one
that.
now.
Going for that.
Hey man,
like
I think Webb got to get up out of here too, man. So Webb,
Yup.
if you get out, man, just let us know.
I'm a run, man. I got a gig I'm playing later on today, man, so I got to get ready to go. But yo, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all even trying to even get right, even though I feel like I was on the wrong side of the fence over there, man.
Oh, you were.
And here's the thing. I already know Mr. C's answer was Jordan.
Right. Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at y'all though, man.
All right, brother.
Man, we appreciate you, man.
Go
Yeah.
down, man.
All right.
All right,
Be
man.
safe.
All right. Hey, I'm coming to you. No capping, man. Same
Yes.
question. Let's go.
Give me the question again.
And so, who had a more significant impact off the court, both culturally and philanthropically?
Man, come on. It's a split. That's 50-50. Like I said, LeBron, as far as social awareness, his impact on the league for being the face of the league and having the ability to make change within a moment. Like right when, man, I hate to do this. This is so disrespectful. The guy that had his Floyd, the guy that where the
Right.
cop
George
sat on
Floyd.
right? George Floyd. LeBron made the league like everybody stopped playing. Did y'all know he literally came to the league and said nobody's playing tonight, right? You've never seen that happen.
Now it was in the bubble, so they weren't getting no money off them games.
That's true. That's true. But
still,
then
Hey, good point.
changing up the
Good
courts. I'm just saying,
I like
changing up the courts, changing up around Black History Month. You got them wearing different jerseys, Black History jerseys, putting stamps on the court. Black Lives Matter T-shirts before the game. Y'all, like, come on.
Yeah.
A lot of people who didn't like that image stopped watching the NBA within that moment because
they've still
Right?
stopped.
so when it comes to social awareness, I'm gonna go with LeBron all day. He's out, I'm gonna bring it back to this. I'm gonna go back because that world that Jordan lived in does not exist anymore. You couldn't be $100 million black man and be socially aware at the same time. Y'all see what happened to his daddy?
Yeah.
Listen, we're not gonna get into conspiracy theories and all this, but all of the mics, Jordan survived. Out of all of the mics, Jordan survived. Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, right? You couldn't have that social impact that you have. It wasn't okay because cameras weren't everywhere. Okay, we can catch you riding down the road when you want to change the league into some black awareness or being more socially aware or whatever you want to call it, or being woke is what the word is the frame now. Jordan didn't have the ability to do it, and I think he did it in different ways and I think that's why a lot of his stuff was not as out there in social media, right? He wasn't talking about it a lot because he didn't want to put a target on his back, right? But impact to the culture, You got Jordans, you got fashion, you got kids mimicking their game after Jordan single-handedly changed the way the game is played today. It's similar to what Curry is doing now. Then you got LeBron with his message and having the ability to take a stance and use that stage for a different purpose. So if the league was different back then, you couldn't do it. Jordan, when it comes to the fashion, LeBron, when it comes to being socially aware, I'm evenly split. If we can do that. I'm sorry. I couldn't go either way.
Nah, that was a loaded question. That was a setup question. That was to cancel something out. Yeah, I mean, so like, great answer. I figure most people was gonna go with that answer. Dre from the Bay, what you got?
Ditto. It's split, but No Capping made a very good point, because I've always taxed Mike because of his lack of social awareness, and then plus because of some things I had heard back in the day. The old Chicago Stadium was across the street from a large housing project.
Yep.
And my understanding from people that I know from Chicago, that was like Pippen, Grant, especially Craig Hodges was big on going over there, giving them shoes and stuff, and Mike wouldn't go. Now, Craig Hodges will go in on Mike, but Craig is, he's power to the people, he's big into, Black awareness and that type of thing, and he had a lot of issues with Mike, but and Mike is famously, where Republicans buy sneakers too, and so but No Capping makes a good point. Mike wouldn't have gotten paid the way he got paid had he been there, and the climate was different. But so socially, it's LeBron for whatever reason, because he's able. But because you go back to what's the young man Trayvon Martin, when him and D Wade and them came in the hoodies. They've always been. He's always been socially active, which is why if you go on and if you really go into like a chat or a comment section, my other people of this persuasion hate that dude. They hate LeBron because he speaks out against Trump. He speaks out against injustice. He speaks out, and they don't like that. What would your girl tell him? Shut up and dribble.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't hardly go to a Boston game. He can't hardly play in Boston. See, this is what, and see that aspect, the off-court aspect of LeBron is what I love. That I love his activism. His. I know I'm not gonna shut up and do nothing. First of all, I'm a billionaire, partner. So you shut up.
You shut up. And so I love that aspect. But to flip the coin, culturally, it's Mike all day. The short, like I said, ask the Fab Five why they wore the baggy shorts.
Yep.
Mike.
Mike. Like I said, because they was in the Daisy Dukes, bruh, back in, and it wasn't that long ago. Magic Johnson and them was in the in the short shorts. And so that and what did we start this whole conversation off with? I don't remember who started it. Might have been No Capping. Peep the shoes. What did Miles Blackman say? It's the shoes.
It's gotta be the shoes, baby.
It's gotta be the shoes. And that was 35, damn near 40 years ago when that commercials was out. And this dude's stuff is still kids that are kids. My granddaughter had a pair on the other day. She almost 3. Okay.
Yeah, never seen him play before.
Her mama didn't see her play. He didn't play before. He's only, well, she was probably 1. My daughter was born in 97, so she, but she don't remember it. You see what I'm saying? So that's the impact that he had. But to me, I think I hate to split the baby, but I'm going. It's equal on both, because one is great on one end, one is great on the other. Because I know we got to wrap up, so I want to be quick.
Great answer.
I'm splitting it also. Got one thing y'all left out. LeBron got his own school.
Yes. I was
Hey,
waiting on somebody to touch on that one.
man,
Is this a
that right
mic?
there by itself.
That right there. Yep, that's the
That
mic
right
drop,
there.
right?
That's the
Right.
mic drop right there.
Yeah, that.
That's the
that.
mic drop right there. See,
So it's
that's
split down
why
the middle for
I'm
two,
never
man.
gonna.
All right.
I love him for it.
Yeah.
Yo, hey, great one, man. So, all right, Mr. C, from the most, with the most, I'm coming to you first on this one, all right? So, whose playing style better suited the era they played in?
Well, you already know my answer, man. Mike
Yeah,
is
that's why I came to you first.
yeah, he's inside out. It don't matter what. Mike can post you up. He can take you to the rack. He can shoot over you. He can spin. He can fade. It's Mike, man, hands down. I'm saying I like LeBron, but shooting style, MJ all day. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
I appreciate that, man. Hey, no capping. What you got?
For the era that they playing in,
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough because they're both champions of their time, right? You can put LeBron back in that era. Now, would he be as healthy as he is today? That's a big question mark because they were giving out hard fouls. So I think that he would have spent a lot of time in recovery mode, recouping from injuries back then that he wouldn't necessarily be having to deal with today. But as far as playing style for the era, fuck, man, I don't want to just give it to Jordan, but I got to give it to Jordan again. I mean, look, the turnaround jumper, the balance in the air, the ability to maneuver the ball after contact, right? The patented three-pointer once your physical play started to go down. All Jordan is the blueprint. He is the blueprint. Like you, when the man was going to the hole, you looked for him to be contacted. It was what happened after the contact that you knew was going to happen, right? So I'm gonna say Jordan again. Jordan created it, man. He's the blueprint, and LeBron is just maneuvering within that space.
Hey, great answer. No capping. Straight from the Bay.
Short and sweet, Jordan. And the reason why I think because you're talking eras, it can be debatable. But I personally, even though my team has been a dominant team of this era, I don't enjoy this era of basketball as much as I enjoyed it before, because they allowing, and I don't even, it's not even so much the 3-point, it's just they've legislated against defense. And see like certain guys I can't watch play, like James Harden. I flick the channel. I can't stand. I don't like the crash and throw up a shot and go take a free throw. I don't like that style of basketball. Because James Harden would average 12 points a game back in the day, because you wouldn't. And here's the thing: ask yourself why he doesn't do well in the playoffs. Because the playoffs, they don't call the ticky-tack fouls. The game tightens up, and these guys, him, Westbrook, all those guys that are do good in the regular season, they don't play as well in the postseason. Embiid, because you're not going to the line every 15 seconds. So, because the reason I say Jordan is I'll watch Jordan play basketball 10 times more than I would watch LeBron. And that doesn't take away LeBron's talent. It's just I don't enjoy. Like I said, his skill is I'm bigger than you. Because who just said that? Who said that earlier? I think it was you, No Cap. He's as big as Anthony Mason and Charles Oakley. Well, he's playing against guys that are smaller than him, and when he's so skilled, I think his size makes him, but it also takes away from the game. Like I said, so my answer, I said I was going to be short, and I wasn't. I'm going with Jordan. So
I definitely appreciate that, Dre from the Bay. I like that answer too. All right, so this last one is going to be a crash course. Like, first thought come in your head, I want you to shoot it, right? So who had a more memorable and iconic impact on the basketball culture? Let's go with no capping. Go.
On basketball coaches or coaching?
Culture.
Culture.
Oh,
Culture.
basketball culture.
First answer.
Jordan.
Yeah.
All
Jordan.
right, Mr. C, what you got?
I want to be like Mike.
Mike, let's go. Dre from the Bay, what you got?
Sometimes I dream that he is me.
Yeah, he is me.
That's the easiest question. That's the layup question of the day.
Yo, facts. Hey, let me get this one off real quick. Hey, thank y'all for my out there for everybody that tuned into our channel. This is the No Pit, Mr. C the Most, Kurt Murder, No Capping, Dre from the Bay. We here every Saturday. If you like what we creating on this channel, please like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and tune in.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all coming out. Part
Give
two next week. Tune
This
in.
was great. This was
Do it.
This was a good one.
Yeah.
This was a good one. No, I
Great.
appreciate
All right,
it.
brother. Appreciate
Fellas,
y'all.
man, y'all kicked it.
All right, man.
Have a good weekend.
Much
Have a
love.
safe weekend.
Peace.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Y'all too. All right.
Yes, sir.